Hey ladies and gentlemen, Wolf Crier here with yet another 2.4.3 patch update video. So on 12/16, a couple of days ago, Blizzard announced some new updates to the patch that is currently on the PTR. I would have done this video yesterday, but instead I spent my time filing a copyright claim on YouTube because some bot decided to steal my video as well as countless of others and upload it to their monetized channel, and I wanted to do a video about that. So on to this patch update, guys. The Whirlwind buff that happened a couple of weeks ago wasn't actually a buff. People figured out that it was about a 10% damage reduction to the Wrath of Waste set. Instead of buffing up Whirlwinds, what they did was nerf the Dust Devils, which was a major portion of the Wrath of Waste's damage. So that damage loss netted in a 10% damage reduction for the set with the buff that came in the last update to this PTR, patch 2.4.3. So we're going to start off with that, ladies and gentlemen. The Whirlwind build for Barb might actually be viable and might actually now be buffed. So for the Dust Devils damage itself has been increased from 120% to 180%. These will get the multiplier that comes with the Wrath of Waste set. So this is going to balance out some of the damage lost by the change to the Wrath of Waste set. Now for the Wrath of Waste set itself, Wrath of Waste 6-piece set bonus now will increase damage to Whirlwind, all of your Whirlwind damage, from 400% to 800%, doubling what they initially put on the PTR for this set. So now this is a buff, ladies and gentlemen. Whirlwind is now a viable build for Barbarians. About time. Now hopefully this continues because it is definitely not a top tier build yet, but hopefully we can move in that direction and give Barbarians more of a variety when it comes to greater rift pushing. Now that was a buff, and let's move on to a nerf, ladies and gentlemen. Witch Doctors. Witch Doctor's Spirit Barrage continues to receive punishment from the nerf hammer. Blizzard has definitely noticed that Spirit Barrage was OP as it was released with the Barber combinations. So now the Phatasm rune has also been fixed. They fixed an unintended interaction where Phatasm would benefit from additional bonus damage when prematurely detonated and modified by both the Barber and Gazing Demise. I do not know where this leaves Spirit Barrage as far as a greater rift pushing build. It definitely is much weaker than it was when it first came out. You will not see solo Witch Doctors pushing into the 120s on greater rifts. That will not happen. It is still possible for Spirit Barrage to be viable, but I personally have not tested any of this information out. You're better off going to somebody that tests this type of stuff, like Angry Roleplayer. He does a lot of really good videos on Witch Doctor builds and Crusaders, stuff like that. Make sure you check out his videos, his guides for Witch Doctor, that type of stuff. But like I said, I don't test a lot of Witch Doctor stuff on the PTR. I was actually looking forward to running this build come Season 9 because I definitely want to switch it up. I've been playing Monk for the last 4 seasons, so I want to take a little break from the Monk. I will still have a Monk, probably for support, maybe do a little pushing here and there, but I want to try out a different class come Season 9. I could go back to Barb. I did play Barb for quite a while. Wiz I played for a while, but I'd like to try out something I haven't played extensively, like Witch Doctor, Crusader, Demon Hunter. Those 3 are definitely something I'm looking at maybe trying out in Season 9. So on to Season 9, and the greater rift changes that also came with this update. Rare monsters with the Juggernaut, that unbelievably annoying affix, now take 30% more damage from all sources. This is good. Thankfully, there will be a reason to actually fight monsters with the Juggernaut affix. It looks like Succubus, Khazra Spears, Porcupine Icicles, all those ranged attacks that can really mess you up in a Greater Rift have all received a damage reduction, which is pretty cool. Also, the Succubus Bloodstar attack had its range reduced as well. Another change to the Greater Rifts itself is Greater Rifts now spawn Hellhide Tremors, Disentombed Hulks, Sand Dwellers, and Colossal Gulgars with other monsters in somewhat larger groups. This is good because these monsters offer more rift progression than the smaller type monsters. So if there's more of them, especially in builds that utilize area damage and stuff like that, it'll be faster progression. So that's really good. Also, Greater Rifts will now spawn fewer Sand Wasps and Fallen Grunts on floors where they appear, which is great because the Wasps and the Grunts are very annoying. They run around the map, you can't kill them all, and they just add an annoyance to the Rift rather than any progression. So that's good that they've limited the amount of those mobs that appear in the Rifts. So there you guys go. This patch was updated on 12/16, like I said. And once again, I do apologize for the delay in this video, but real life happens and work, all that type of stuff. And I needed to do that video last night about my copyright claim. And then I ended up crashing because of a long day at work. But thank you guys very much for checking out this update. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you think of these changes to patch 2.4.3. Guys, thank you again. Peace.